Heartbreak is a profound and painful experience, one that can leave even the strongest person feeling lost and adrift. It is an emotion that consumes the heart and mind, leaving scars that can take a lifetime to heal. But within every ending lies the seed of a new beginning, a chance to rebuild and discover strength we never knew we had. Once there lived a young woman named Emily. She was vibrant, full of life, and deeply in love with a man named Jack. Their love story was one for the books. They met in college, shared dreams and aspirations, and had plans to build a future together. Emily believed their love was unbreakable. However, life had different plans. One autumn evening, Jack came home with a somber look in his eyes. He sat Emily down and, with a heavy heart, said, "Emily, I need to talk to you about something serious. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've realized that my feelings have changed. I don't know how to say this, but I don't think we're right for each other anymore." Emily's world shattered in an instant. She could barely process his words. "What are you saying, Jack? We've been together for so long. We shared everything. How can you just change your mind?" Jack looked away, unable to meet her tear-filled eyes. "I'm sorry, Emily. I really am. But I've met someone else, and I think I'm in love with her. It's not fair to you if we stay together when my heart isn't in it anymore." Emily felt a wave of emotions: disbelief, anger, sadness, and betrayal. She stood up, her voice trembling. "How could you do this to me? After everything we've been through?" Jack reached out to her, but she stepped back. "Please, Emily, understand that I never meant to hurt you. You deserve someone who loves you completely, and right now, that's not me." With those words, Jack left, and Emily was left alone with her heartbreak. The following weeks were a blur. Emily felt like she was moving through a fog, unable to focus on anything. Her friends tried to comfort her, but nothing seemed to help. She spent her days in bed, replaying their memories and wondering where it all went wrong. One day, her best friend, Sarah, paid her a visit. "Emily, you can't go on like this. I know it hurts, but you need to start taking care of yourself." Emily looked up at her, her eyes red and swollen. "I don't know how to move on, Sarah. It feels like my heart has been ripped out." Sarah sat beside her, holding her hand. "I know it feels that way now, but trust me, it will get better. You need to start doing things for yourself. Let's go out, even if it's just for a walk." Reluctantly, Emily agreed. They went for a walk in the park, and for the first time in weeks, Emily felt a slight sense of relief. The fresh air and the sight of children playing brought a small smile to her face. It was a tiny step, but it was a step nonetheless. Days turned into weeks, and slowly Emily began to rebuild her life. She started attending yoga classes, which helped her find a sense of peace. She reconnected with old friends and took up painting, something she had always loved but neglected over the years. Her heart was still heavy, but she was starting to see glimpses of happiness. One evening, as Emily was leaving her yoga class, she bumped into a man named Alex. He was kind and charming, and they struck up a conversation. Over the next few weeks, they became friends. Alex had gone through a tough breakup himself, and they bonded over their shared experiences. One day, Alex invited Emily for a coffee. As they sat in the cozy cafe, he said, "You know, Emily, you're one of the strongest people I've ever met. I've seen how far you've come since we first met." Emily smiled, though her eyes still held a hint of sadness. "Thank you, Alex. It's been a tough journey, but I'm starting to feel like myself again." Alex reached across the table and took her hand. "Healing takes time, but you're doing great. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and I'm glad I get to be a part of your journey. Emily felt a warmth in her heart that she hadn't felt in a long time. Thank you for being there for me, Alex. I don't know what I would have done without you. Months passed, and Emily continued to heal. She focused on her passions, spent time with friends, and gradually opened her heart to new possibilities. She still thought of Jack sometimes, but the pain was no longer overwhelming. She had learned to let go of the past and embrace the present. One day, while visiting an art gallery, Emily ran into Jack. He looked surprised to see her, but also genuinely happy. Emily, it's so good to see you. You look amazing. Emily smiled politely. Thank you, Jack. How have you been? Jack nodded, his eyes reflecting a hint of regret. I've been okay. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for how things ended between us. I hurt you, and I'll always regret that. Emily took a deep breath. I moved on, Jack. It was hard, but I found peace and happiness. I hope you find the same. Jack nodded, a small smile on his lips. I'm glad you're happy, Emily. You deserve it. As Emily walked away, she felt a sense of closure. She had faced her past, and now she was ready to fully embrace her future. She had learned that heartbreak was not the end, but a new beginning. It had taught her to value herself, to cherish the people who truly cared for her, and to never settle for anything less than true love. Emily's journey from heartbreak to healing was long and arduous, but it had shaped her into a stronger, wiser person. She had learned that healing is not a destination, but a journey, and that the most important love is the love we have for ourselves. With this newfound wisdom, she was ready to face whatever life had in store for her, knowing that she had the strength to overcome anything.